in-person swim meet. Thank you all guys for coming. It's the 2021 Midwest Cup. In person today, we've got Iowa Lakes from Emmitsburg and Esterville, Iowa. Their head coach is Caden Huntrons. The assistant coach is over there too. And your Iowa Central Tritons hosting this meet today. Assistant coaches Zoe Beals and Jimmy Clayton. And I'm going to be an emotional wreck today. I'm Joe Clayton. Please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem. First up, we have the ladies 1650 freestyle. This is an exciting race, no matter what anybody thinks. Distance swimmers bust butt every single day. In lane 4 from Omaha, Nebraska is Haley Snoward. And in lane 5 from Chesterfield, Indiana, Penny Lawrence. Chesterton? It's Chesterton, not Chesterfield. Different time. Yours, Mr. Stark. This is 66 laps of the pool. These ladies are top 9 in the country right now. When Haley stepped on campus, she never thought she'd be doing this race.
still counting on the ends, getting very, very excited too, cheering back and forth at each other. We are 13 and a half minutes into this, and to reiterate the seed times that we have for both of these swimmers in lane 4, Haley Snowart, we have a seed time of 20 minutes, 6 minutes, and 69 milliseconds, and from Penny Lawrence, it is 21 minutes, 2 seconds, and 9 milliseconds. Also happening in the world of Triton Nation, Iowa Central's women's bowling team just won nationals today.
Oh, really? That's so nice.
Yep, that is very, very exciting. So I'm super, super proud of the bowling team, and I'm crazy excited to see what the swimming team can pull out of this event. This will be a 2-day event as well. I'm not sure if I mentioned that earlier. It will be a 2-day event, so we will be back again tomorrow at 11 a.m. is when we will begin tomorrow. There's going to be a total of 30 events between these 2 days. We have 16 today, and the remaining 14 tomorrow. After this event, we will have the men's 1,650, 1650, however you prefer to say it. We will have the men's 1650-yard freestyle coming up after this, and we do have 3 racers from Iowa Central, 3 swimmers that will be competing in that event. To reiterate the time we are standing at, we are at 16 minutes and 15 seconds. AJ, out of curiosity, is there any particular event that you are excited to see tonight? Do you have like a particular favorite stroke, or are you just kind of along for the ride?
I'm kind of along for the ride, though. Me personally, like when I swim, I know one of my favorite strokes to do is freestyle.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Same here.
I'm not really good at all the other ones.
I used to do a little bit of backstroke, but I was remarkably slow at that one, so I stopped. It was one of my favorites to practice, though. I thought it was something that was a little more. Granted, in a competitive environment, it's not going to be a relaxing stroke by any means, you know, but it was something that I did enjoy doing personally. However, freestyle is definitely, it's classic, it's timeless, it is my favorite stroke.
I think freestyle is most people's favorite strokes, like, as long as you're, like, obviously, you know, competitive swimmers have, you know, their favorite strokes to do, but most people, we all enjoy the freestyle.
Yeah, man, I tell you, I have the utmost of respect for people who do butterfly. Oh my goodness. I could never do it.
Me neither. It's just...
When I say I could never do it, I don't mean like, oh man, I could never. No, I mean like I literally couldn't do it.
I tell you, I could never do butterfly either, so...
Yeah.
Man, I have a lot of respect for swimmers. If you can do all this, it's just amazing.
It is one of the most, if not the most comprehensive, like, full-body sports. actually, I do have another swimming fun fact for you, because I did learn a bunch of these knowing that we were going to have some long races ahead of us, which, by the way, we are at the 18-minute and 10-second mark for this one. But another fun fact for you is that swimming actually burns 40% more calories in an hour than running.
That's what I was actually just thinking. I had
really?
that fact just pop into my head, so the fact that you just said that, Lauren.
Yep. We've got 3 events actually here. Events 1, 2, and 3 are exclusively full of Iowa Central swimmers. So this will be very, very interesting. I like seeing, even though I know that they're, on the same team, I wonder, how strong the competitive urge is to be against each other. You understand? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you. Especially, if you both know you're kind of, even in a thing.
Yes.
There's probably some healthy competition between the swim members, so, because if they have, similar times and they're on the same kind of level, you gotta think they probably have a little bit of, a competitive edge to them. Be like, hey, let's see who wins this one.
Yep, I hear ya. Haley Snoward has completely lapped Penny Lawrence at this point. Very interesting. I knew that her seed time was quite a bit faster, and we are really, really going to see that tonight. Oh, we've got a bell. We are getting very, very, very close to the end here. Very exciting. She is in the last stretch, Haley Snoward is. This has to be very, very exciting. We are at 19 minutes and 45 seconds. It is entirely possible that she will beat her personal best today. Yep, she's picking up the speed. She is at the end. And she is coming to the end. And we have an ending time of, she beat it. She beat her personal best.
We love seeing that.
We do love seeing that. I do not have, yep, there we go. 20 minutes, 2 seconds, and 40 milliseconds. Best time by 4 seconds. Incredibly impressive, and congratulations to Haley Snowart. We have Penny Lawrence, who will be coming in for her final lap as well. She is picking up the speed. I'm confident that we are going to be very, very close to, if not another personal best. We'll have a personal best from both of them.
We love that.
This is going to be a huge improvement over her former personal best. There we are. Give it a moment to pop up on the board. We have a time of 20 minutes, 45 seconds. 17-second change. That is incredibly impressive, and a huge congratulations to Penny Lawrence as well. It's that competition air, man. It changes ya.
Oh, yeah.
Next up, we have the men's 1650.
All right, we're on to event number 2, the men's 1650.
From Indianapolis, Indiana, Jonathan Turner.
I will cover these again in a second. I am aware that it is coming into our headphones.
In lane 4, all the way from Anchorage, Alaska, Logan Childers. And in lane 5, from Princeton, Minnesota, Brian Baumach.
All right, in lane 3, we have Jonathan Turner. And in lane 4, we have Logan Childers. And in lane 5, Brian Baumach. They are stepping up to the block. And they are off. Now, a fun thing to note here is that Jonathan Turner actually does not have a limited seed time. He does not have a best, as this is the first time that he will be doing this in competition. And we were actually told by the coach earlier that he is a sprinter. So this is literally as far from sprinting as you can possibly get. This is the longest event that we will be seeing over these next 2 days. However, from Logan Childers, we do have a seed time of 19 minutes, 26 seconds, and 41 milliseconds. And from Brian Baumach, we have 20 minutes, 24 seconds, and 25 milliseconds.
We have to see if these boys beat their personal best today, like the girls did.
Yeah, they've got a lot to live up to now, don't they? From the beginning, we can see that Brian has taken a little bit of a lag here. Though, to be fair, it is still very, very early in this kind of long endurance race to be seeing any idea of what the outcome is going to be. Jonathan is actually in the lead, which is not terribly surprising considering that he is normally a sprinter. So I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that he doesn't burn himself out a little bit too early. I feel like he's got to have a certain kind of amount of pressure going into this, you know, competing against two people that do have established times. Right. Especially because this will be setting the precedent for which he works on from this meet forward.
No, it's cool that he's trying something new, you know.
Oh, absolutely. I respect that. That is such a huge jump to make. Oh my goodness. I always thought that, like, you know, a 500 yard was an incredibly long race for myself. I shouldn't even say for myself. It's just a long race for anyone, period. And so to step away from sprinting and not into like a 500, but into the 1650.
You know, he has.
Sorry, AJ, didn't mean to cut you off. Continue.
You know, you gotta give him some respect because, you know, he's stepping into this, you know, not like. And just going, and you know, I can respect that. I really respect that.
I 100% agree. Brian Baumach really has to. He's falling even further behind the other two. Again, like I said earlier, it's a bit early. It's still a bit early, but he's like, holy cow! They've almost got a full run of the pool on him. This is definitely the kind of race that you want to conserve your stamina for, though, because I can only imagine how harrowing this has to feel about halfway through.
Right.
Yeah. Practicing this regularly, I can imagine that you're going to feel that one later. Fun fact. Wow, another fun fact, believe it or not. A lot of professional swimmers actually end up having shoulder problems.
Right, I read about that earlier.
Wow, it's almost like we were reading the same facts website. It's a very, very nice resource to have for these long races. We are currently at the 3-minute and 20-second mark in this event, the men's 1650 free. Our poor cameraman, we told him that this was just going to be a simple back and forth, and now he's got people on two ends of the pool. I've got faith. He's doing a wonderful job. One other thing that I do want to mention is that tonight is also the sophomore night for the swimmers, celebrating the people who will be graduating from Iowa Central this year. So we will be moving over to that. I'm not sure exactly when it's occurring. I am assuming during one of these breaks, so we'll be sure to stay on top of that and give you more information as we hear.
That 500 was the best time for loading by 2 seconds.
so far, the 500 that Logan Childers has just performed is his best time. He is moving along very, very well. We are currently sitting at 6 minutes and 3 seconds. I'm just saying, AJ, I think that this seems like seed time potential. Personal best. Yeah, you can see Jonathan Turner starting to lag a little bit behind Childers. He didn't have like an incredibly significant lead to begin with, so it's not terribly surprising to see that they are still very close, but he is lagging a little bit behind. In these kinds of long races like this, passing is still it's an incredibly important thing to keep an eye on.
Right.
Even if it's just these kind of small, tiny details. Because it's the tiny things that add up over these long ones, I swear.
Like you said, when it comes to these longer races, it's really about energy
conservation.
Yeah, conservation. you knew what I was trying to say.
Yeah, I get where you're getting at. Man, they are like neck and neck. It is very, very interesting to see Jonathan holding his own with Childers like this. Though granted, I'm sure he's been practicing for it for a very long time. This isn't the kind of thing that you just throw yourself into willy-nilly.
Right. No, like I said, it's definitely impressive that he's holding his own.
Man, I'm still just reeling over that change from a sprinter to this. Literally as far as you can get. I'm gonna be like laying awake at night thinking about this later, like, oh my gosh, what a change. Unbelievable.
Me too, Lauren. Me too. I'm right in the same boat.
We are currently sitting at 8 minutes and 32 seconds. And just a reminder, Jonathan Turner in lane 3 does not have a seed time listed, but Logan Childers has a seed time of 19 minutes, 26 seconds, and 41 milliseconds, and Brian Baumach has 20 minutes, 24 seconds, and 25 milliseconds. We're not even at the halfway point in this race yet, AJ. That is unreal how long these guys keep this up for.
I just know, me personally, I could never do this.
I feel like with enough practice, it would be something that would be very, very... I mean, I feel like that's got to be like the ultimate workout. With enough practice, I think that I could do it, but it's going to take a very long time. I mean, they do say that with enough practice, you can do anything.
That is very true. That is very true.
Shame I cannot practice getting taller. I actually had a swim coach at one point that said, he was like, I could have gone pro, but my legs weren't long enough. That's what they all say. Could have gone pro. I swear you hear it from everybody.
Well, Laura, you just had to call out all the short people out today, didn't you?
Sorry. We are at about the halfway point in this race. We are at 10 minutes and 43 seconds. Slightly past, but I know that there's not a timer on the live stream, so I do feel a need to keep putting these out there.
Right.
Bomick has fallen quite far behind, so it'll be interesting to see if he's saving up his energy to really, really pull that out in the last couple laps.
That was Logan's best time at 1,000 by 16 seconds.
16 seconds. Oh my goodness. Logan has just beat his time to the 1,000 by 16 seconds.
That's insane.
It's John's best time too, but he's never swum.
Coach just said it's John's best time too, but he's never swum this. I'm pretty sure that the actual past tense is swam, but who am I to correct a swim coach? Maybe I just misheard.
It is always a possibility, Lauren.
This is the wrong place to be focused on English. It's these long races. I gotta focus on something, man. Jonathan is in the lead again in front of Childers. I'm seriously wondering if he actually is going to pull out on top of this thing despite being the only person without a listed time.
I'm definitely interested to see how this will turn out.
I want that to happen. I'm not going to lie. I just think that would be that will cap off my night, you know?
Went from sprinting to this.
Yeah. Obviously, I want them all to do incredibly well because we stand Iowa Central swimmers here.
Exactly.
That's a lot.
Oh, man. Turner is taking an even further lead. My goodness, lead over there in lane 3. The spirit of friendly competition must be getting very strong right now.
We can only imagine, Lauren.
We are currently sitting at 13 minutes and 55 seconds. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. Saying, man, I really hope that these differences in distance. Oh my goodness, we're still not actually that far. We're quite far into it, but we're still not anywhere close to the end. Ryan Bomick is going to have to really pick up the speed here sometime soon if he wants to come out anywhere near these other two. You know, AJ, I think I have a new favorite thing about this pool.
What's your new favorite thing?
The lifeguard's chair, because I don't think these guys need it.
I mean, I was actually thinking about that lifeguard chair earlier.
Oh, were you really?
When we were setting up and everything.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but weren't you at one point training to be a lifeguard?
Yes, I did. I never actually became an official lifeguard because there was a certain test that I couldn't fully pass. But I did do the training, and I do know how to like do CPR and stuff like that.
Yep,
so.
It's good to know the testing is rigorous because these are people that you trust with your life.
Yes. But yeah, no, I tried being a lifeguard when I was 14 years old.
Oh my gosh, AJ.
And the only reason I tried out for the lifeguard position at the local pool I was working at, well, trying to work at, was because you had to be 16 to work at the cash register. And then you could be like 14 being a lifeguard. I'm not kidding. That's literally how it was.
That's crazy. That's very, very interesting. Well, I guess that... There must be some kind of workplace regulation on dealing with money. That's my best guess. But... that's besides the point.
But yeah, no, being a lifeguard was the first time I tried applying for a job.
Jonathan has pulled way ahead of Logan at this point. We are currently sitting at 17 minutes and 35 seconds, so we are winding down. We are reaching the end of this event, the 1650 free. So right here, this is where we're starting to see the really, really big differences. I am very, very impressed with Jonathan Turner today, and I am also incredibly impressed with Logan Childers, who I'm quite sure is going to have a new personal best. Brian Baumunk over here is also doing things that I am not capable of, and I respect that so much. He has fallen a bit behind, so I'm thinking that he's probably going to... Yep, he is picking up the speed from where he was earlier. Jonathan is on his last lap. He has picked up the pace. He knows he's at the end. He ain't in a sprint, but boy, he must be tired. These are going to be new best times by quite a bit. This is very exciting.
We love seeing an improvement.
This is going to be a huge improvement. Again. Iowa Central is pulling out all the stops today. Jonathan has finished with an ending time of 18 minutes and 41 seconds. Logan Childers is also finished. We are waiting for his time. We have a time of 18 minutes and 50 seconds. He has, oh my goodness.
36 seconds on his
36 seconds. I'm trying to do the math in my head, and then the coach says it, and I'm like, well, I trust your math. It's faster than mine. 36 seconds. Wow, that is a huge, huge improvement. We are out here rooting on Brian Baumunk now.
Honestly, I'm also super impressed with Jonathan.
Yes, that is crazy. 36 seconds. Oh my gosh, I can't get over that. We've just got everyone beating their personal best today. This is fantastic. Now, Brian Baumunk his personal best is 20 minutes and 24 seconds, so there is still a chance here. We are still under that. We are at 19 minutes and 48 seconds. I don't think that we will be seeing a personal best from Brian Baumunk today, but still a huge congratulations to him for finishing such a long race. We know he's going to finish it. He is on his final lap. Yep, there goes the speed. He is picking it up. He knows he's almost done. That last lap has to feel so good, AJ.
I can imagine just, knowing you've played such a long race and then you're like on that final little stretch and it's just like, you're probably just thinking like, I'm gonna finish this.
All right, we have a time for Brian Baumunk. He's coming up to the end here. And he is finished. One moment, we are waiting on his time. He is ending at 21 minutes, 3 seconds, and 90 milliseconds. Not a personal best, but still a huge congratulations to all of the swimmers doing these 1650s. Oh my gosh, that is such a long race. But coming up next, we've got event 3. We have the women's 200 IM, the individual medley.
From Sioux City, Iowa, Lily Wright. And in lane 5, from Cedar Falls, Iowa, Murph.
All right, in case you didn't catch that, in lane 4 we have Lily Wright for Iowa Central, and in lane 5 we have Shannon Murphy, or as Coach Plain just said, Murph. So these two have a seed time, Lily Wright of 2 minutes, 17 seconds, and 6 milliseconds, and Shannon Murphy of 2 minutes, 23 seconds, and 97 milliseconds. They are off, and immediately, I was going to say Shannon was in the lead, but I just could not see properly. They're very, very, very close. Beginning with that butterfly, man, that is just a stroke that I am not capable of. Fantastic times for that, and they are off again. Coming back around with the backstroke. All of these strokes are so incredibly strong from both of them, though Lily Wright does have a slight lead over Shannon Murphy. However, in these shorter ones, it does matter an awful lot more, AJ.
Oh, yeah.
I use the term shorter loosely because I only ever did 50s and 100s. All right, we are finishing up the backstroke. All right, moving into breaststroke, Lily Wright is still in the lead with Shannon Murphy lagging behind just a touch. I love how everyone waits for their heads to be above the water. Creates this rhythm of go, go, go. I would love to cheer them on as well, but that would be very loud in these microphones. All right, Lily Wright has pulled quite significantly ahead of Shannon Murphy. All right, and we are on to our final lap, the freestyle, as we have proclaimed our favorite stroke. I feel like this stroke in particular makes a huge, huge difference. At least in my personal experience. Yep, Lily Wright is coming out quite ahead on this one. She is approaching the end. We will not be seeing personal best times from either of these swimmers. Oh, we might be seeing one from Murph. All right, they have both finished up. We have a time of 2 minutes and 19 seconds for Lily Wright. And for Shannon Murphy, 2 minutes and 23 seconds.
By 0.6.
0.6 seconds, the best time by 0.6. Those milliseconds, this is why we measure them. All right, coming up next, we have the men's 200-yard IM, and we are for the first time seeing an Iowa Lake swimmer in this one in lane 3. So in lane 2, we have Brady Ferguson. In lane 3, Ian Dodds, the only Iowa Lake swimmer that will be here. Then we have Kyle Mckenzie in lane 4, Javier Santiago in 5, and Spencer Ehrenhardt in lane 6.
In lane 4, from Johannesburg, South Africa, Kyle Mckenzie. In lane 5, from Des Moines, Iowa, Javier Santiago. And in lane 6, from Ottumwa, Iowa, Spencer Ehrenhardt.
All right, our listed seed times for these swimmers I will give after they take off. They are stepping up to the block. and they are off. Now, the times that we have for these swimmers, Brady Ferguson does not have a listed time. Ian Dodds has a listed time of 2 minutes, 8 seconds, 49 milliseconds. Lane 4, Kyle Mckenzie, 1 minute, 54 seconds, and 88 milliseconds. Javier Santiago in lane 3, 2 minutes, 7 seconds, and 12 milliseconds. And Spencer Ehrenhart, 2 minutes, 10 seconds, and 30 milliseconds. We have already finished the butterfly, and we are on to the backstroke. We've got lane 5 in the lead here, Javier Santiago. Though it does seem like Kyle Mckenzie is pulling up very, very, very close. And he's ahead. Very, very close race from these two. All right, on to the breaststroke. Kyle Mckenzie is in the lead, and he has taken it quite significantly from Javier Santiago in lane 5. Behind them, we have Spencer Ehrenhart. Then we have Ian Dodds, and finally Brady Ferguson pulling up the back. Though it does look like he is about to come, he's coming closer to Ian Dodds. Lane 4's Kyle Mckenzie is pulling a quite significant lead, and he is off on his final lap with the freestyle. The final stretch for all of these swimmers. My goodness, he is pulling quite a significant lead, Kyle Mckenzie. Spencer Ehrenhart has also pulled ahead of Javier Santiago, and he is looking like he is coming in for the second place. All right, we have Spencer Ehrenhart, Javier Santiago, Brady Ferguson, and finally Ian Dodds is pulling up the back end. All right, from Brady Ferguson, we have a time of 1 minute 9. Oops, excuse me. Whoa, definitely not 1 minute. I read that too soon. 2 minutes, 10 seconds, and 7 milliseconds. We have 2 minutes for Spencer Ehrenhart. We have 2 minutes, 7 seconds, and 1 millisecond. Javier Santiago, 2 minutes, 8 seconds, and the score is off the board.
Next event is the women's
It was an honest attempt.
200-yard
All right, we are moving on to the women's 200-yard breaststroke. We have two competitors, both from Iowa Central today.
And in lane 5, from the Plants of Iowa, that's Perry, Iowa, Anna Ridner.
All right, in lane 4, we have Magali Mouton with a personal best time of 2 minutes, 31 seconds, and 2 milliseconds. And then in lane 5, Anna Ridner with a personal best time of 2 minutes, 59 seconds, and 49 milliseconds. And they are off. Lane 4, Magali starts very, very strong. She does have quite a significant difference in her personal best time over Anna Ridner, so I think that we are going to see that show itself today. Swimming is all about improvement, though, AJ. All about the improvement. I always thought of it more as racing yourself as opposed to racing other people, you know? Why else would we measure personal bests?
Very true, very true. As long as you feel improved on your own skills and you can see it, I think that makes the world of difference. But that's just my personal opinion.
I feel like we say that a lot, but that's just our personal opinion. That's just what we think. I could state like a solid fact and be like, but that's just what I think, you know? Magali Mouton is quite far in the lead here over in lane 4. We are currently at 1 minute and 32 seconds. minutes, 12 seconds. Are we going to see a personal best today from Magali? To reiterate, her best is 2 minutes, 31 seconds, and 2 milliseconds. It is going to be very close. We have a personal best. I know we have a personal best. I just got to wait for it to show up to know just how close it is. 2 minutes, 30 seconds, and 30 milliseconds. Over her previous time of 2 minutes, 31 seconds, and 2
Best time
milliseconds.
for Maggie by a full second.
Anna Ridner is also very, very, very close to her personal best. Oh, we are not quite going to see it, but we are so close. And Anna Ridner finishes with a time of 3 minutes, 1 second, and 67 milliseconds. Very, very close. All right, we will be moving on to the men's 200-yard breaststroke.
The men's 200-yard breaststroke. In lane 2, from the Netherlands, Giles Eastbeert. In lane 3, from Argentina, Ramiro Lisiega. In lane 4, still from South Africa, Kyle Mckenzie. In lane 5, from Galesburg, Illinois, Drew Giles. And in lane 6, from Iowa Lakes, Eric Graff.
All right. And the men's 200-yard breaststroke there, stepping up to the block. And they are off. In lane 2, we have Gerard Eastbert. He does not have a listed best time, but he is from Iowa Central. Also from Iowa Central in lane 3, Ramiro Lisiaga. We have a listed time of 2 minutes, 16 seconds, and 55 milliseconds. Mckenzie Kyle in lane 4 with a listed time of 2 minutes, 5 seconds, and 12 milliseconds. Drew Giles from Iowa Central, 2 minutes, 10 seconds, and 85 milliseconds in lane 5. And finally, in lane 6, we have Eric Graff from Iowa Lakes with a listed time of 2 minutes, 33 seconds, and 1 millisecond. They have finished a lap, and they are on to the next. We see that lane 4 has a very small lead. That would be Kyle Mckenzie. Kyle Mckenzie coming up here very, very close with Drew Giles. Behind them, we have Ramiro Lisiaga. Kyle Mckenzie still holding on to that slight lead. Drew Giles still very, very close, though. Coming up behind them, we have Ramiro Lisiaga, followed by Gerard Eastbert with Eric Graff in last. Kyle Mckenzie and Drew Giles have really, really separated themselves from all of the other swimmers at this point. All right, so we have finished with Mckenzie Kyle taking up the first place. Drew Giles coming up second. We have a listed time of 2 minutes, 8 seconds, and 95 milliseconds for Kyle Mckenzie. Lane 3 is finished, Ramiro Lisiaga. It's difficult to hear all of these times. He came in with 2 minutes, 19 seconds, and 20 milliseconds. Those are our top 3.
Nice job, boys. We're going to take a small break. We're going to do a sophomore recognition if I don't cry too much.
Okay, now it is time for the sophomore recognition, so we will be turning our microphones off and turning on to the coach. All right, here we go.
Yes.
Lauren, did you plug his mic back in?
Sophomores, do we have jackets on? Nope. Which means smart Alex? Just so you know, it's alphabetical order by first name. This way. You're going to come this way, come see the two of us, and then come behind us and chill for a minute. So generally speaking, when I recruit kids, I tell them that it's going to be really, really hard, and I only know how to make it hard, but you're going to see me cry, so. Our first sophomore from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Andrew Iverson. Andrew's majoring in physical education. He is currently 4th in our top 10 in the 1,000, 4th in the mile, and 9th in the 500. Favorite Iowa Central swimming memory, the 2020 Nationals.
Watching the 200 freestyle and 400 freestyle relays win national titles, and all the team was going crazy on the side of the pool. Favorite icy Iowa Central non-swimming memory, fight night. I don't know what that means. And what's next for you? Andrew is going to St. Cloud State to continue swimming. Next up, we have Anna Ridner. Anna is from Perry, Iowa. She's an accounting major. She came to us after trying some other schools first, so she's graduating this year. Her favorite Iowa Central swimming memory is cheering for my teammates at meets and celebrating their times on the bus afterwards. Favorite non-swimming memory, running errands with Sage. And what's next for you? I plan on attending UNI to get my bachelor's in accounting. Anna Ridner.
I'm doing this next one, but he's going to get 2 of them. But Dalton Hamill from Dubuque, Iowa.
He majors computer networking. He is currently 3rd in our top 10 list in the 50 fly, 8th in the 100 fly, and 6th in the 200 fly. Favorite swimming memory, going to New Orleans for training trip last year. Favorite non-swimming memory, Iowa Central bowling nights. What's next for you? 1 more year at Iowa Central, and one good thing about COVID, I get to coach him for 1 more year. Next up, we have Drew Giles from Galesburg, Illinois. Drew majors in graphic design. He is currently 3rd in our 200 breaststroke and 4th in both the 50 and the 100 breaststroke. Favorite swimming memory from Iowa Central. Not really just one memory throughout the year, but the small things that made the year fun throughout practice. Meets at the weekends. I enjoyed all the time with my roommates and the team, whether it was pranks, jokes. Oh my God, they had some pranks. Pranks, jokes, or suffering through practice together. I have memories of it all, and I couldn't ask for a better bond. Favorite non-swimming memory, I'd say Easter. It was a good day full of hanging out and cooking. I honestly don't feel like I was away from home, and it was a great time with friends. What's next for you? Going to transfer and swim somewhere else to continue my education as well as swimming career. And anything else you want to say? I'm happy I've gotten the opportunity to have you guys as teammates as well as friends, and hopefully everyone knows I'm there for them in the future. Hey, Coach. Dylan Jones, Keokuk, Iowa. Dylan majors in education. He's a freshman/sophomore because of high school classes. He is 8th in our 50 breaststroke, 9th in our 100 breaststroke. Favorite swimming memory was the Arkansas training trip. Favorite non-swimming memory, TJ turning the power off in Drew's room so he'd get off the Xbox. And what's next for you transferring to a 4-year school? Dylan Jones. Hidad Eid Spirit. I know I don't say it right, so we call him Jerry. Jerry's from Groningen, the Netherlands. Was that close? No, not even close. He's from the Netherlands. He's majoring in business. He is 7th in our 500, 7th in our 1,000, 9th in our 200 free, and the 1650, and the 400 IM, and he's school record holder in the 800 free. Favorite swimming memory, Nationals 2020. Favorite non-swimming memory, seeing so many different places in the USA as an international. He has a little chart, and every time we go to a different state, he always marks it down. He wants me to take a detour to nationals so we can hit Alabama. But what's next for you? Studying swimming at St. Cloud State University. Jerry and Spirit. Javier Santiago. Javier is from Des Moines, Iowa. He's majoring in business. He is currently 10th in our 200 back and 200 butterfly. His favorite swimming memory, just 2 weeks ago, he went lifetime best 100 fly, 53.9. That was pretty fun. Favorite non-swimming memory, traveling with the team. And what's next for you? Going to St. Cloud with Andrew, TJ, and Jerry. Anything else you want to say? I'm going to miss the wreck. Javier Santiago. Magali Mouton. Magali is from France. I would butcher that one too, so we'll just say France. She's majoring in journalism. She is 2nd in the 50, 100, and 200 breast, 6th in the 200 IM, 7th in the 100 IM, 9th in the 400 IM, and school record holder in the 800 for relay. Favorite swimming memory, when the boys won the relays at nationals last year and everyone yelled, it was a magic moment. Favorite non-swimming memory, training trip in New Orleans last year. What's next for you? Continue my swimming and academic career at Long Island University in Brooklyn. And anything else you want to say? Thank you for everything that ICC gave me. I'm glad that I've met people around the world who became my friends and some of them my family. Maggie Mouton.
Thank you.
Nathan Perkins. Nathan is from Indianola, Iowa. He's majoring in radiology. Favorite Iowa Central swimming memory, going on the training trip to New Orleans and Arkansas with the team. Favorite ICC non-swimming memory, my limited radiology class. And what's next for you? Going to a 4-year college and majoring in elementary education and minoring in psychology. I hope to continue radiology study later down the road. Thank you so much to Coach Joe. I shouldn't read this. Thank you so much to Coach Joe Plain for being an awesome coach and making this a fun experience. Nathan Perkins. Thank you, buddy. Yeah. Shannon Murphy. Shannon Murphy's from Cedar Falls, Iowa. She majors in criminal justice. She is 7th in our 50 and 100 breaststroke. She's 8th in our 200 breast and 10th in the 50 butterfly. Favorite Iowa Central swimming memory, when the team had to stay a week longer than everyone did for Christmas break my first year. Most of the team, we went to the towers, we played hide and seek and tag. Just playing the game together was so much fun. Favorite non-swimming memory, it was my birthday and the school had scheduled a day where you could go to Fort Frenzy and do a bunch of stuff like go-karts and mini golf. But my favorite is they had a dance floor opened up and some of my teammates and I were dancing together and it was fun. What's next for you? Moving to Minnesota with my boyfriend, who I actually met on this team. Joe is one of the most passionate coaches I've met. He does so much for the team and he really does care about each and every one of us. Shannon Murphy. Cheers Van Stein. From Sassenheim, Netherlands. I got that one right. He's majoring in accounting. Get my breath here. 2nd in the 200 back, 3rd in the 200 IM, 4th in the 200 free and 100 back and 400 IM, 5th in the 50 back, 10th in the 100 IM. National champion, school record holder in the 200 free relay. Favorite Iowa Central swimming memory was the New Orleans training camp. Favorite non-swimming memory, all the memories we've had in 1409. What's next for you? What's next for you? St. Cloud State University in 3 more years. I'd like to thank everyone on the team for this awesome year. Although not everything went as planned, we've done such a great job, and I can't wait to see what everyone can do at Nationals. Cheers, Van Stein. And last but not least, Tony Kudrow. Tony is from Winona, Minnesota. He's majoring in automotive technology. Favorite IC swimming memory, the training trip to New Orleans. Favorite non-swimming memory, exploring around town with my roommates. What's next for you? Moving back to Minnesota to start work. I'm grateful for all the memories with the team. Tony Kudrow.
Thank you.
These are our sophomores. This has been a really hard year for all of us. These freshmen down here, what a way to start college with all this COVID garbage. But we've stayed tough, and we've had great leadership from these guys. And Nationals in 2.5 weeks is going to be amazing because of this group. So thank you for coming to Iowa Central.
We're gonna go 5 more minutes. You guys need to warm up? Or you want to swim?
Oh, let's swim.
Let's go. All right, next event.
All right, and we are back. That was very, very touching, so heartwarming.
You can just hear the sadness in his voice.
I know, it breaks my heart, but at the same time, it's like, oh, that is so wholesome.
That's what I was thinking actually while I was hearing that. I was like, oh, that, like, he's sad, but like that's so wholesome.
Yeah, see, the probably
Next up, we have the women's 50 freestyle.
one thing that I enjoyed learning out of that was how badly I had messed up some of their names, but now we're wiser for it. Okay, so coming up next, we've got the women's 50-yard freestyle. In lane 2, we have Shannon Murphy. In 3, Sage Knight. 4th, Magali Mouton, who I now know how to say her name properly. In lane 5, Emily Small. In lane 6, Allison Graff, the only swimmer from Iowa Lakes that is doing the 50 free for women. And in 7, we have Anna
Next up is the
Ridner.
women's 50-yard freestyle.
This is going to be a
In
very,
lane 2,
very fast race.
Shannon Murphy. In lane
Shannon
3,
Murphy's best time is
Sage
28
Knight.
seconds, 43 milliseconds. Sage Knight's 27 seconds and 30 milliseconds. Magali Mouton, 25 seconds and 90 milliseconds. Emily Small, 26 seconds and 93 milliseconds. Allison Graff, 27 seconds, 92 milliseconds. And Anna Ridner is 29 seconds and 55 milliseconds. And they are off. Oh my, this is already so close. I think that so far, though, we have lane 4, Magali Mouton, in the lead. She does have the best seed time out of all of them. Coming up behind her, Shannon Murphy. And we've got Emily Small. All right, and Magali Mouton is going to take this one home. Yep, there we go. Oh my goodness. That is a lot of times really fast. Waiting to hear from Coach if we've got a personal best. We do. No, I am There we go. I was waiting for one more time to show up. I don't believe that we have a best time. I'm looking and trying to compare them, but that was so quick I didn't even have the time to process them. All right, coming up next, we've got the men's 50-yard freestyle. We do have 2 heats here. In lane 3, we have Nathan Perkins of Iowa Central. Brian Beaumont Brian Beaumont in lane 4, also of Iowa Central, and then Randy Vaughn in lane 5 for Iowa Lakes. And they are off. Immediately, Brian Beaumont is in the lead, followed shortly behind by Randy Vaughn, with Nathan Perkins pulling up the last. Oh dear, Randy Vaughn has overtaken. But that flip turn put Brian Beaumont back in the lead. However, Randy Vaughn is still going to pull ahead. That was very close. I believe that Randy Vaughn had that just by a very, very small margin, about 20 milliseconds. We've got 24 seconds and 64 milliseconds from Randy Vaughn, 24 seconds and 89 milliseconds, and then 27 seconds for Nathan Perkins.
That was just insane and fast. I could barely process that.
Man. So in lane 1, we do have every single block is filled on this one. In lane 1 for Iowa Central, we have Owen Gordon. In lane 2, Val Trusall for Iowa Lakes. In lane 3, Patrick Voller for Iowa Lakes as well. Lane 4, Jonathan Turner of Iowa Central. Jared Van Stein in lane 5 for Iowa Central. Lane 6, Dylan Jones, also Iowa Central. Dalton Hamill, my goodness, also for Iowa Central. And then in lane 8, Tony Kudrow, also for Iowa Central. They are on the block. This is going to be a rough one for me to follow, but I will do my best. Need your help, AJ. All right, and they are off. I'm going to stand up here so I can see better. All right, in the lead, we have lane 4. We have Jonathan Turner of Iowa Central. He's maintaining a very small but steady lead with Patrick Voller slightly behind him from Iowa Lakes. Also pulling up close, Jared Van Stein. But he is going to pull ahead for the number 1 on this, ending with a time of 21 seconds and 89 milliseconds.
Man, these guys are just so fast, it's hard to keep up with them.
I would assume that is why they are swimming competitively.
Well, yes, that makes sense, but I'm just saying there's...
Yeah, no, I understand. All right, coming up next, we've got the women's 100-yard backstroke. We have 2 competitors, both from Iowa Central. We have Lily Wright and Penny Lawrence. Penny was actually one of the first swimmers that we saw today in that women's 1650-yard. She has, I would assume, had ample time to recover from that.
Next up, we're going to win it. It's 100-yard backstroke in lane 4. Lily Wright.
Lily Wright does have a listed seat time of 1 minute, 1 second, and 45 milliseconds. And Penny Lawrence does not have a listed time. I was like instinctively about to say, they're on the block. They are not. Well, kind of. And they are off. Lily Wright is taking an early lead. Penny Lawrence is not far behind, though. The flip turn did make quite a large difference there for Lily Wright. Gave her a pretty significant amount of ground over Penny Lawrence in lane 5. The difference is only getting wider as they're in this final lap. It is possible that we will see a best time from Lily Wright today, and we have had quite a decent amount of personal bests so far. So it'd be nice to just add another one to the list, you know? They are in the last stretch. We are not going to see a personal best time, but it was very close. Her personal was 1 minute and 1 second, and she pulled up a time of 1 minute, 3 seconds, and 94 milliseconds. We are currently waiting on Penny Lawrence's time. 1 minute, 10 seconds, and 74 milliseconds, setting a new time for her. So coming up next, event 11, the women's 200-yard freestyle. All right, so the women's 200-yard freestyle in lane 4, we have Ina Sala. I was going to say Montegudo, that's what I was expecting, but he just said it and they said that it was wrong, but that's my best. And in lane 5, we have Haley Snoward of Iowa Central. All right, and they are off. Ina's listed seed time is 2 minutes, 5 seconds, and 22 milliseconds, and Haley Snoward's is 2 minutes, 10 seconds, and 18 milliseconds. They are already very, very close, though. Lane 5, Snoward has fallen a little bit behind. We still have one more lap where we're going to be able to see if she can pull ahead. That flip turn was going to make a huge difference, and unfortunately it didn't make enough of a difference to pull her quite ahead. So we've got one more chance to really make that flip turn work for us. Ina still has quite a strong lead over Snoward. All right, and Ina is finished with Haley falling slightly. Oh, not. Wow. My brain thought that this was 100. I am definitely wrong on that one. My bad. I misspoke. So we do still have time to see. These turns do not seem to be very nice to Haley. Aw, they're cheering each other on. I know I already said it earlier, but man, I just love that so much.
It's good wholesomeness, I think.
It's all in the team spirit here, and I feel like with this race, you know, that team spirit matters so much because it's just a one-on-one straight race.
Right.
We are nearing the end, and Ina has finished. Her listed seed time is 2 minutes and 5 seconds and 22 milliseconds, and she's pulling up a final time of 2 minutes, 5 seconds, and 19 milliseconds. Haley Snoward is finishing with a time of 2 minutes, 10 seconds, and 96 milliseconds, just barely over her best. We are moving into the men's 200-yard freestyle. Lane 3, Tony Kudrow. Lane 4, Brady Ferguson. Lane 5, Andrew Iverson. And in lane 6, Logan Childers. All of the racers here are from Iowa Central, all swimmers.
And lane 6, Logan, the Beast Childers.
We do have listed times for all racers. In lane 3, Tony Kudrow is pulling up with a personal best of 1 minute, 58 seconds, and 19 milliseconds. Brady Ferguson, 1 minute, 48 seconds, 76 milliseconds. Andrew Iverson, 1 minute, 49 seconds, 59 milliseconds. And Logan Childers, 2 minutes, 6 seconds, and 43 milliseconds. And so it begins. Right out of the gate, we do have a small lead from Andrew Iverson in lane 5, and he is only making it stronger. Following behind him, we have Brady Ferguson in lane 4. Then pulling up the rear end, we have lane 3, Tony Kudrow, and lane 6, Logan Childers. Brady and Andrew in lanes 4 and 5 are very, very, very close. It looks like Andrew Iverson in lane 5 has got a slight lead. It is truly neck and neck with these two, though Anderson does seem to be holding, or Andrew, excuse me, does seem to be holding a slight lead, and it is getting larger. Those turns can make a huge difference, though, and you are see Brady Ferguson making up quite a bit of distance on those. Though in the long run here, in actual swimming in the lanes, Andrew Iverson is making up a decent amount of what he loses on those turns to Brady Ferguson. In third, Tony Kudrow, and in fourth, Logan Childers. Andrew Iverson pulling into this with a slight lead still. So close. All right, and they are into the final lap. Tony Kudrow just entering his final lap as well, with Logan Childers pulling up the rear. It is truly neck and neck with Brady Ferguson and Andrew Iverson. That is Brady Ferguson in 4 and Andrew Iverson in 5. It is getting very loud. Brady Ferguson has pulled up a lead. And that is that. Brady Ferguson in the lead, Andrew Iverson in second. We've got Tony Kudrow looking to come in third, and Logan Childers pulling up the rear. From Brady Ferguson, we have a time of 1 minute, 49 seconds, and 53 milliseconds. From Andrew, we also have 1 minute, 49 seconds, and 97 milliseconds. Literally a difference of less than a second. Tony Kudrow, 2 minutes, 2 seconds, and 58 milliseconds. And Logan Childers, 2 minutes, 5 seconds, and 60 milliseconds. That is a personal best time for Logan Childers, beating it by about a second. We do have a small 5-minute break here, so we will be back in 5 minutes for the next event, number 13, the women's 200-yard butterfly, where we will have one racer from Iowa Central, Sage Knight. right, and we are back. So we are jumping back in with event 13, the women's 200 butter. Sage does not have a listed seed time, but I'm very, very excited to see what she'll pull out for us today.
Same here, Lauren, same.
To be like, she's in the lead. She's not in the lead. She is first place, last place, and every place in between. All right, first lap is done. On to number 2. So, correct me if I'm wrong, AJ, but you did have another fun swimming fact for us.
Yes, I
have.
So
These people would make wonderful samurai.
Yep.
Everybody here today. At least everybody here that can swim. All right, we are done with another lap. 2 left. Sage Knight, truly the star of the show here. I think that this is the only event that we have where there is only one competitor. Yes, it is. Coming back around. We are on to the final lap. We are currently sitting at 1 minute and 54 seconds. In case I did not state earlier, I do want to mention that Sage Knight is an Iowa Central student. All right, and we are coming to the close. And that is that with a final time of, waiting for the board, 2 minutes, 27 seconds, and 10 milliseconds. First time she has done the 200 fly. That puts her 9th in the all-time top 10 list on the very first time that she's done it.
Wow, that is just amazing.
Just wait and see where she goes from there. You can only go up. All right, coming up next, we've got the men's 200 butterfly. We have two swimmers in this one. We've got Javier Santiago in lane 4, and in lane 5, Dalton Hamill. These two both do have listed times. Lane 4, Javier Santiago, 2 minutes, 2 seconds, and 17 milliseconds. Dalton Hamill, 2 minutes, 6 seconds, and 6 milliseconds. And they are off. Javier Santiago is looking like he's pulling up a slight... Oh, not quite. I thought he was pulling up a slight lead, but Dalton Hamill has it. Based on their times, I'm assuming that this is going to be quite a close race. Though Javier Santiago has pulled up quite a significant lead after the turn. All right, on to lap 2. That difference is getting slightly more significant.
Those turns, man, they'll always get you.
I know, right? Turns were always the thing that I was the absolute worst at, which was quite possibly why my times were so bad. All right, Javier Santiago still in the lead on this one, and it is quite a significant lead. That is quite a significant difference. I thought that it was going to be much closer. Now the question is it going to be closer because, is it going to be this far because we've got a personal best? I'm all about those personal bests. We are currently sitting at 1 minute and 33 seconds. To reiterate, the seed time on Javier Santiago is 2 minutes, 2 seconds, and 17 milliseconds, and Dalton Hamill's is 2 minutes, 6 seconds, and 6 milliseconds. Javier Santiago is coming in for a strong finish. I believe that was a personal best. We are waiting for the score. Score time. 2 minutes, 2 seconds, and 58 milliseconds. Not quite, but it was close. Dalton Hamill, we've got 2 minutes, 7 seconds, and 84 milliseconds.
Next up, we have the women's 100 IM.
All right, coming up next, we've got the women's 100 IM. In lane 2, Emily Small from Iowa Central. In lane 3, Aina Salamonte-Agudo of Iowa Lakes. Lane 4, Lily Wright of Iowa Central. Lane 5, Shannon Murphy, also Iowa Central. Lane 6, Penny Lawrence, also of Iowa Central. And finally in lane 7, last but not least, Allison Graff of Iowa Lakes.
Penny Lawrence. And number 7 from Iowa Lakes, Allison Graff.
All right, and they are off. The women's 100-yard IM. Love watching the medleys. They're some of my favorites because it really, really is a super comprehensive just race compared with all strokes, you know? All right, so currently in the lead, we have lane 5, Shannon Murphy of Iowa Central. Not quite. I misspoke. Lane 4, Lily Wright of Iowa Central followed shortly behind by Shannon Murphy in lane 5. In third place, we have Aina Salamonte-Agudo of Iowa Lakes. Lily Wright is making that lead even stronger. She does have a listed time of 1 minute, 1 second, and 91 milliseconds. Shannon Murphy behind her has a listed time of 1 minute, 6 seconds, and 81 milliseconds. And Aina of Iowa Lakes, who is still holding a strong place in third, has a listed time of 1 minute, 8 seconds, and 23 milliseconds. Lily Wright comes in for a strong finish, followed shortly by Shannon Murphy, and then very close to Shannon is Aina from Iowa Lakes. Our listed time for Lily Wright, we have 1 minute, 2 seconds, and 55 milliseconds. Our listed time for Shannon Murphy, 1 minute, 5 seconds, and 72 milliseconds, a personal best. And for Aina of Iowa Lakes, 1 minute, 7 seconds, and 16 milliseconds, also a personal best.
And our last event of the day, we will have 2 heats of the next 100.
All right.
In lane 2, TJ and Stein.
We are on to our final event. We have the men's 100-yard IM. We do have 2 heats. In lane 2, Tier Van Stein, we have from Iowa Central. Lane 3, Gerard Espiert, also of Iowa Central. In lane 4, Owen Gordon, also of Iowa Central. Lane 5, Eric Graff of Iowa Lakes. Lane 6, Nathan Perkins, back to Iowa Central. And in lane 7, Andrew Iverson for Iowa Central. We have listed times for lane 4 and 5. Lane 4's Owen Gordon's is 1 minute, 2 seconds, 61 milliseconds. And Eric Graff's is 1 minute, 7 seconds, and 50 milliseconds. All right, and they are off. It is looking like there is a lead from lane 2 from Tier Van Stein. Though it is very, very close with Gerard Espiert, also of Iowa Central. It is looking to be that in third, but very, very closely so is Andrew Iverson. Tier Van Stein is still holding on to a strong lead, though relatively closely followed by Gerard Espiert. They do not have listed time, so I'm excited to see what they're going to pull up. Third is still Andrew Iverson. All right, and lane 2 comes in first with 3 in second. Tier Van Stein second, Gerard Espiert in the third lane. And then finally, lane 7, Andrew Iverson is pulling up third place while the rest fill in behind him. Tier Advanced 9's time comes up to be... Oh, the board has not pulled it up yet. We do have Andrew Iverson's time of 1 minute and 20 milliseconds. We do not have listed times on the board currently for Tier Advanced 9 or your Arctic Spirit. All right, we are moving on to the second heat of Event 16, the last event of tonight. We have all 8 blocks filled. In lane 1, Val Trusov of Iowa Lakes. In lane 2, from Iowa Central, Dylan Jones. Lane 3, Iowa Central, Drew Giles. Lane 4, Iowa Central, Kyle Mckenzie. Lane 5, also Iowa Central, Ramiro Leciaga. Lane 6, Spencer Ehrenhart from Iowa Central as well. Lane 6, Spencer Ehrenhart. In lane 7, we have Ian Dodds of Iowa Lakes. And in lane 8, Tony Kudrow of Iowa Central.
Lane 6, Spencer D. Ehrenhart. In lane 7, from Iowa Lakes, Ian Dodds. And in lane 8, Tony Kudrow.
And they are stepping up to the block. This is going to be a fast event. AJ, you're going to help me keep track, right?
I'll try my best.
It's looking to be a solid tie between 4 and 6 for the lead right now. Lanes 4, Owen Gordon, and lane 6. Oh, my bad. That is the last race. Lane 4, Kyle Mckenzie, and lane 6, Spencer Ehrenhart. It is looking like 4 has pulled ahead. That is Kyle Mckenzie. He has a best time in this event of 54 seconds and 29 milliseconds. That is quite a strong lead that he is pulling over the other swimmers. It is appearing that we have a second place from lane number 2, Dylan Jones of Iowa Central with a listed time of 58 seconds, though it is very close for second. This is going to be a very tough one to call for me at the end. But I do know for sure lane 4, Kyle Mckenzie, is going to pull up ahead here. Are we going to have a personal best? Not quite, I don't believe. Oh, actually, yes, we will have a personal best. From Kyle Mckenzie, we have an ending time of 54 seconds. And 73 milliseconds. Not quite. It was close. There was a lot to follow there.
Yeah.
That was a fantastic event. Everyone here did absolutely fantastic. And we will be back again tomorrow. I will be the one commentating tomorrow on my own, I believe. Sorry, AJ.
Yeah, probably.
Yep, so we will be back here again tomorrow. Tomorrow's meet starts at 11 a.m., so we'd love to see you again here on Triton Nation. Thanks for tuning in.